Welcome back to Dude, We Can Fix It. Today we're going to be figuring out what's going on with the air conditioning in this car. We're going to turn the car on and turn the AC to full blast. There's very little airflow coming out of these vents right here. We have the air directed towards the front vents with the fan speed on high and the temperature set to maximum cool. However, there's not much airflow coming out of these vents. To start troubleshooting our air conditioning problem, we need to make sure that we're getting the correct airflow out of all of our vents. So what could be causing a restriction in our airflow? Let's start by looking at the cabin air filter to see if it's full of dirt or clogged up with debris. Start by opening the glove box. Next, squeeze the sides of the glove box in, and this will allow you to drop it down and then remove it. This little piece right here goes in a slot, but all of this just comes out like that, and that gives us access to the blower motor and the cabin air filter. When we look in here, the first thing that we see is that we have grocery store bags and other trash collected on top of the air filter housing. Let's go ahead and start by removing all of this trash. Now that we've removed all the debris from on top of the air filter, you simply push these two tabs in and pull the air filter cap straight out. Next, you will be able to slide out the air filter cartridge. Holy moly, you see that? Now in this case, make sure that none of this trash falls down into the blower. Here's our new air filter. Now to install it, you need to make sure that the airflow is going in the correct direction. As you can see here, you want the arrows pointing towards the blower motor. So now we will simply install our new air filter. And then we'll reinstall this cap to hold the air filter in place. Now that we have removed all the trash from the air filter assembly and put a new air filter in, let's see how our airflow is. That is significantly better. If your car's AC is still not as cold as you think it should be, it might be time to throw some gauges on it. If you don't have R134A gauges like this, you can opt to purchase some 134A refrigerant in a can like this with a gauge attached to it already. Now this will only read the low side pressure, however, it'll get you in the right ballpark. When you come to your car, you're going to be looking for these refrigerant lines like this, and they'll have caps on them. Find the cap marked with an L. That is your low pressure cap. Once you have located your low pressure cap, go ahead and take the cap off. When I took that off, I heard a little bit of refrigerant escaping. We might have a bad valve stem in there. Now we're going to attach this gauge by simply pushing it down and making sure the collar locks all the way in the down position. Now we're going to turn the car back on with the AC set to the high fan setting and to the max cool setting. Now we'll watch the needle as the AC cycles and make sure that it stays in the green area, which is between 30 PSI and 50 PSI. Most cars tend to run ideally around 35 to 40 PSI on the low side. This car does not need any more refrigerant, so we're going to go ahead and disconnect the refill canister from the car's AC system. Simply push down on the top of this connector and pull this collar back up and then remove this quickly. This car did not require any refrigerant. However, if your reading was outside of the green area, 30 PSI or less, you would definitely want to add some refrigerant to the low side. And to do that, you would just follow the instructions on the can of refrigerant that you have. While you're releasing this refrigerant, you're supposed to agitate the can by turning from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock positions. So you're going to continually do this while you're charging the system. Now you only want to charge this in about 5-second increments. Put a little bit in and then let it sit for a minute to equalize the pressure and see what your low side reading is. Once it reaches about 35 PSI, which is inside the green area, and it stays there consistently, you do not need to add more refrigerant. You do not want to overcharge your system as it can have detrimental effects. I hope your car's air conditioner is working well and keeping you nice and cool. If this video helped, please give us a thumbs up and stay tuned for more videos. And as always, dude, we can fix it.